So one of the most common questions we get at Magic Beans is, will this stroller fit in the overhead compartment of an airplane? And in this video, I'm going to be showing you a whole bunch of lightweight small strollers that fit in the overhead compartment of an airplane, or maybe they don't. So if you don't know me, I'm Ellie from Magic Beans Videos. I review and compare strollers and baby gear and car seats, all that fun stuff for parents on YouTube. All of the strollers that I'm showing are available to buy from us from Magic Beans with free shipping, but here we go. So the first thing you need to know is that back in the day, people used to use these very large umbrella strollers that you'd have to gate check, it could break, you don't know where it goes, etc. But the nice thing is, if you get a stroller that fits in the overhead compartment of an airplane, you can take it on the airplane with you, which could be like so much more convenient, especially if you're pushing your kid up the aisle and you can put them right into the seat. There are so many, you don't have to wait for the stroller to come up or have it go to the belt with the luggage at the end of the flight. There are all these advantages to taking it with you. But the problem is, like, does it fit or does it not fit? So there is this body called the IATA that has a standard size for carry-on luggage, and it's 22 by 18 by 10. That is the standard size of an official carry-on luggage. Two of the strollers in this video passed that test, the Baby Zen Yo-Yo and the Bugaboo Butterfly, but there are other strollers that may fit in the overhead compartment of an airplane. The other thing you need to know is that there's a big difference between like international flights, like longer flights, and little small flights on small planes. So even though many of these strollers do fit in the overhead compartment of an airplane, you should be careful if you're taking a really, really short flight, like in the middle of the country, because the airplane could be really small and then you're just gonna have to like gate check everything. Also, if your flight is overcrowded, your flight attendant may not let your stroller on the plane, even if your stroller is certified. I don't know if you've flown lately, but airplanes seem more crowded than ever. But I did learn before this, fun fact, is that Boeing did just make a larger bin to fit larger suitcases. So that's a good thing for your stroller. So let's talk about the strollers. Ready? Here we go. So let's start with some of the maybe like the larger strollers. So I have a couple of the larger strollers, but are still very small. I have two strollers here that have this really cool sort of like trolleying function. I'll show this to you as well. And then there are the smallest strollers, which I'll show you at the end. So let's start with the I'm calling them a little bit larger strollers. So this is not certified to fit in the overhead compartment of an airplane, but they do fit in many. And in fact, if you've been on planes recently, many of the airlines are now encouraging you to put them in like this way versus that way, and these really can fit in many of them. I just flew with the Bump Rider Connect 3 from Vegas on a normal JetBlue airplane. It fit beautifully, just right into the bin, no problem. So let's start with that. Let's start with the Bump Rider Connect 3. So this is the Connect 3. You can see it has a belly bar. The belly bar is removable, which will make it slightly smaller. You may want to think about that before you fly. There are things that you can sort of adjust. Also, like the footrest is adjustable. When that's up, it gets bigger. When it folds down, it's smaller. Making these little adjustments may make a huge difference in terms of having it actually fit. In terms of the size of this thing, in terms of the width, it is 21 inches wide by, again, with the belly bar, it's about 24 inches long. And then in terms of the height, that's pretty easy. That's like about 11 inches high. So that's the height. And like I said, it fits in like a standard airplane, no problem. And very similar to this, you have two other strollers. You have the UppaBaby Minu and you have the Nuna Travel. Also a little bit larger than these smaller strollers, but they are still quite small. So let's measure these as well. So we have the Minu at the wheelbase is 20 inches long, and then the total length is 23 inches in terms of the depth, or the height, I guess, or this length. And then you have like 12 inches in terms of the height. So again, like these are going to fit in some airplanes. Definitely recommend it. And then we have the Travel, which is 20 inches wide by kind of like 27, 28 inches long. But let's see if we can adjust this. Let's just see. Let's see, guys. Let's see. So this is, maybe we'll remove the belly bar and let's see if this makes a difference. Yeah. So this is 27 inches wide, so 27 inches long. So, I'm sorry. I should have folded it I should have adjusted it this direction. Oh, fold that down. So you fold this down. This is exactly what I'm talking about, folks. You fold that down and you really gain a lot of length. Now it goes from 27 inches down to, yay, 22 inches. I knew there was something wrong there. So, and then the length here is 18 inches wide. So again, these are all going to be like really, really similar in size, and I think they will work. Again, please note to all my viewers out there, I'm just doing my best to try to explain to you what you should be thinking about if you're considering any of these strollers. I'm sorry if it doesn't fit on the airplane. I really want your travel experience to be amazing, and I hope everyone is kind to you with your family, because traveling with children is so hard. When I traveled with my little kids, it was like one of my least favorite things, because like you're entertaining like a 2-year-old who's like exhausted and like wants to just walk around on an airplane. So hard. So hopefully everyone is going to be super nice to you. So these are the ones that are a little bit bigger. Now, some other strollers. We have the Inglesina Quid, and we have the Silver Cross Jet. So the things I like about these is you can see the belly bars double as a sort of like wheeling. So you could like wheel these with you through the airport or through, and then what you do is when you get to the actual airplane, what you do is you can remove these bars. You just push this button in and this removes. You push this button in, you lift this up actually, and this removes. So that will give, will make it smaller and will make it fit in the bin. So I'll put this next to these other guys. And again, very similar in size. This one is quite narrow. The Silver Cross Jet is quite narrow. So that's going to be much happier for you with the airplanes. And then this is only 15 inches wide. That's pretty good. And without the belly bar, it is 22 inches long, and then only like 9 inches high. And then this guy is 9 inches high, 16 inches long, and the height is 22 inches. So again, these are all gonna, you see the similarities. These are, again, these stroller designers know what they're doing. They know what they're trying to do. They want these to match the carry-on luggage standards as best as possible, so that this will be convenient for you to take these on the airplane. So finally, my last 3 strollers I want to show you are the Bugaboo Butterfly, the Jules Air Plus, and then of course, the iconic Babies and Yo-Yo at the end. So these, I would say, are the smallest. And these this is only also like 22 inches high, 18 by 9. Okay, so this is just like a hair smaller. Like literally a hair smaller than the other guys. Maybe optically it looks a little bit smaller, but like it really is just a hair smaller. And then we have the Jules Air Plus, 18 by 22 by 9. And then the Babies and Yo-Yo, which I think is going to be the smallest, is also like 22. Also 22. And then the width is about 18, and then you have it at about 11 inches. So as you can see, these strollers are all about the same size. Again, these stroller manufacturers are trying to make these strollers convenient for you for your lifestyle so they fit onto the airplane. But just a note, a pro tip here, maybe taking a stroller with you on the airplane is not the right move for you. You know, baby wearing is a great option, whether it's like a backpack or minimize or like a soft carry or any type of thing like that, to take your child in and through the airport. Less bulky, goes through security maybe a little bit easier. And remember, the last thing you want is for you to count on that stroller being there for you in the airport and then being like disappointed when something may go wrong. So just think about that in advance. Also, I highly encourage you to call your airline before your flight to make sure that your airplane that you're flying on will take this actual stroller. And if you want a personalized recommendation or some help figuring all this stuff out, definitely check out one of our experts at mbeans.com/consultations, either virtually or in our store in Wellesley in the greater Boston area. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.